What's going on, everyone? Skull Key here, and today we're going to be making a Morph tier list. Now, this tier list is going to be based off of how these weapons perform when you combine them, or like use them with each other, so like triple axe, triple blasters, triple bow, etc, etc. As you guys might know, I've made a lot of Morph true combo videos with all these weapons, and I just about finished the last one, Greatsword. That's the only one I haven't uploaded yet, but as of right now I have all these weapons besides Greatsword up on my channel, Morph true combos. So I'm just gonna pick randomly. I guess I'll start with Gauntlets. Gauntlets are probably gonna be in B tier. They're not amazing. They're definitely not S tier. I'm gonna be talking a lot about variable force today, and typically if a weapon has more attacks with lower variable force, it's gonna be better in Morph, because variable force pretty much makes combos like health specific. So if the less health specific the combos are, the better. So you can use them, you know, at white or yellow or red or whatever. But Gauntlets has a lot of stuff like N light, D light, N light, side light, nair. A lot of just like regular Gauntlet combos that, you know, you can do true with Morph. But yeah, it's about middle of the road. It's a little above average, I would say, but yeah, I'll keep that in the B tier. Next I'll do Hammer. Hammer's probably a little bit lower in the C tier, and I'll probably, at the end of this, I'll probably order them within the tiers, but for right now I'm just gonna throw them up there. Hammer's decent. Like the heavy weapons in Morph, when you use them together, they're not as good like combo wise as the light weapons are. I mean, but Hammer, you get a lot of cool kill confirms off of D-Light that you don't usually get, and you can do side light dash D-Light true. At early health you can do N-Light, side light true on any decks, side light or falling Sarah D-Light on any decks. Moving on, I'm gonna go with I'll do one of the top tiers. I'll do Katars. Katars, easily S tier. Might be even the best weapon for like triple weapon in Morph. Katars are just amazing. Like N-Light, you can do N-Light, D-Light true, N-Light recovery true, side light D-Light true. You can do a Morph half pipe all the way until death true, but obviously they can DI out of it, but that goes for, you know, any of these weapons that have repeated attacks. But yeah, Katars are just amazing. Katars easily like top 2, top 3 in Morph right now. You can get like side light, side sig true on most of the Katar legends. But moving on, I'm gonna go with Bow. Bow's definitely B tier. It's easily better than Hammer. Probably, I think it is slightly better than Gauntlets. I guess I could start ordering them right now. But Bow's pretty nice because you can do like D-Light, N-Sig, and stuff like that, and side light D-Light. You can do some cool extended strings with like side light dash jump dare. You can do side light dash jump dare into Sarah into side light, all true. But yeah, it's definitely more average compared to like the rest of these weapons. A little higher than average. I think it is better than Gauntlets. But moving on, I'm gonna go with Cannon. Cannon's definitely like, I almost want to put it D tier. I'll put it in C tier for now, but it's easily gonna be the bottom of C tier. It's not great. Like N-Light, you can get like a couple like extended combos at like 0, but that's the thing with like variable force. Like you want to be able to do these combos like whenever, but you like with Cannon you can really only do extended combos like at 0. But once they're in like orange or red, you're kind of stuck with side light Sarah and side light dare. And it has a couple kill confirms, but I mean pretty much every weapon on this list does, so definitely bottom of C tier. Maybe top of D tier if I decide later. Scythe, I'll do Scythe. Scythe is like almost S tier. It's the top of A tier for sure. It might be the only A tier, but Scythe, there's definitely a lot of cool combos you can do on Scythe, like side light D-Light, D-Light nair. You can do N-Light nair Sarah, all true. It's not quite S tier because for an S tier weapon, I'm looking for like so many, like you have so many options. Like you can do whatever you want, but pretty much Scythe is like kind of limited in that like you kind of have to start with side light, you kind of have to start with N light. Like You can get combos out of Dare. You can get combos out of Dare like early on, but it has to be like a low to the ground. Like it has to be a kind of a specific Dare. S tier, I'm just looking for weapons that you can just pretty much do whatever you want and it'll lead into something. Just like a better flow, I guess. But yeah, I'll leave that in the A tier. All right, Greatsword. Greatsword, I'm gonna have to put that in F tier. It's by far the worst out of all of these. If you're doing triple Greatsword, triple, you know, whatever. The reason for that is when you hit an opener with Greatsword and you morph, it puts you into another opener, which is like not really what you want. Like if you could do the bridge and like if you could morph into the bridge in the closer and do like a opener bridge closer like all true, it would be really good. It would probably be S tier, honestly. But the fact that if you morph out of an opener and it forces you into another opener, it's not good. There's like a few combos, but they're like not that great, and it's just easily F tier. Probably the only F tier on this list. Blasters are definitely like lower than average, probably C tier, definitely above cannon. You get N-Light Nair true, you get you can do D-Light Sair, Chase Dodge Dare at like super early like white or whatever. You can do N-Light Recovery true, which is an interesting kill confirm. It's definitely lower than average. There aren't too many like extended strings you can do with it, but moving on, I'm gonna go with Orb. Orb's definitely a bit higher than average. I'd say B tier, probably over Gauntlets as well. There are some cool like extended strings you can do with Orb, like out of Sidelight D-Light, you can do Sidelight D-Light Nair true and then chain that into like GC D-Light or whatever. You can do Sidelight N-Sig true on a couple Orb legends, I think Fate and Reno. But yeah, Orb just flows, you know, decent, like better than average, I would say. So I think it belongs in the B tier. I'll grab another S tier weapon. Let's get Lance. Lance, easily S tier. I would probably leave it below Katars. I think Katars is the best weapon in Morph to use. Like Lance is just amazing. Where like it just flows together like amazingly. Like D-Light, you can do D-Light Sidelight, D-Light N-Light, D-Light Dare true. You can do Sidelight Nair Dare true. Like you can carry your opponent so far to the edge of the map before they can even have an option to escape. Like it just has so many like great true combos, and the fact that it makes like it pushes your opponent so far, it's really nice for Morph. Next up I'll do Spear. Spear is definitely below average. I'd say C tier. Definitely above Cannon. Cannon's definitely going to be on the bottom of C tier. I almost want to put it in D tier. But I'll just leave it at the bottom of C tier. But Spear, you literally only get like Sidelight D-Light, which is like probably a Spear player's dream to get Sidelight D-Light as a true combo, but unless you're at like absolute zero, like there's really nothing you can do off of a Sidelight D-Light Sair. So I'm gonna leave that in there in C tier. Next up I'll do Axe. Axe is also C tier, but I think it's higher than Spear and Cannon. Axe is really cool because you can do a lot of like dribble combos off of Dare. You know, actually I think I'm gonna put Axe above Blasters as well. You can do a lot of cool like true combos off the ground with Dare. You can do Sidelight Nair Sair true, Sidelight Nair Ground Pound true. There's a few like true combos, like true kill confirms out of Dare, like Dare N-Sig and Dare D-Sig on certain characters. But yeah, like Hammer and Axe are definitely like neck and neck, a little below average as far as, you know, Morph weapons go, but I feel good about that being there. Now for our last weapon, Sword. Sword's definitely B tier. It's definitely above average. I think I'm gonna put it above Orb, but below Bow. Sword is amazing because like Sidelight will lead into anything, like from white to red, like whatever health they're at, you can always get something off a Sidelight. There's lots of goofy like ground pound combos you can do. You can do D-Light Dare, ground pound Dare true, and then like string that into like recovery Nair or whatever you want really. But I don't think it quite beats Bow because Bow just flows together a little bit better. But yeah, this is my Morph tier list right here. I think this all looks good. I think it's all ordered, you know, properly. I've put a lot of time into Morph, and I think I'm happy with what I have here. So that's gonna be pretty much it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed, and you know, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a sub, you know, whatever you feel like doing. If you don't, you know, that's fine. You know, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Skull Key out. Peace.